Kelly out and all. If you're new to my channel, then just know you'll get a little aesthetics, but what you're really gonna get is a raw and authentic inside look of my healing journey. And I challenge you to start somewhere. Get on your mat no matter what you think you look like, crazy and all. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. So for today's healing vlog, we're gonna be doing a yoga teachers edition and a book review kind of combined together. So one of the books that I have to read in yoga school was the 4 Agreements, and there have been I think this is like a staple book amongst a lot of different yoga teacher programs. The 4 Agreement serves as like a spiritual guidebook that offers profound wisdom for living a high vibrational life, right? So there are 4 different agreements that this book speaks of, and I'm going to break down a little bit of each agreement and how they affect your life spiritually, in everyday life, and how it affects your life as a yoga teacher, okay? So the first one is be impeccable with your words. Of course, plain and simple, use your words with integrity. Use it for positive. Don't use it for negative. It goes into speaking about gossip and how gossip is negative and not very beneficial to life and actually more detrimental than most know, right? From a yoga teacher's perspective, of course, be impeccable with your words would apply to being kinder when you may have to teach bigger bodies. You're going to be having to teach bigger bodies. You're going to be having to teach disabled people. You're going to be teaching people who aren't so flexible, who are beginners, people who may even had a bad day, right? So when you're teaching, you want to definitely be cognizant about the words that you use. Plain and simple. The second agreement is don't take anything personal, baby. I need this one, right? I remember a while ago, one of my friends said to me, why do you always feel like when someone does something to you, it's personal? Sometimes people are just bad people. They just move shady, whether it was you or somebody else. It's not a personal attack. Still struggling with adjusting to that perspective of things, because naturally when you feel offended or you feel disrespected or you're hurt, it feels very, very personal, and sometimes it's not. So from a yoga teacher's perspective, let's take this into consideration of not only somebody having a bad day, but someone doesn't return to your class, right? More than likely, I'll probably give you at least 90 to 95% of chance it has nothing to do with you or your class. That person was not in a place to receive it. Also, maybe it does have to do with your class. They just didn't align with it, right? We have to be honest, like, we don't teach for everybody, and everybody is not going to connect with our class. It's just that simple. But going back to the premises, no. More than likely, they just wasn't really committed to the practice. They weren't ready at the moment. Maybe they want to try several different places before they return back to yours, if that's their choice, right? It's really not a personal thing, and we have to not take that as a chip on, remove our ego from it and not take it as a chip on the shoulder and kind of push through and keep teaching for those who can receive, right? The next one is, reading my notes, y'all. The next one is don't make assumptions. Again, going back to the premises of maybe they didn't come, the assumption that they didn't stop coming to your class because of you need not be a thing, right? But also, let's dig into a deeper level of the spiritual journey, your intuition. So there's a fine line between your intuition and an assumption, right? I think that sometimes we may assume things might be our intuition, and it's really just an assumption with no basis to go on, right? So you have to be very, very aware of the difference between the two of those. Avoiding assumptions can foster better relationships and also cultivate honesty between both individuals, right? And within the interaction. no one wants to be a no one wants an assumption placed on them, right? I want you to communicate with me, ask questions. A lot of times assumptions happen because there is no dialogue and no questions were asked. And then the last one is to always do your best. And baby, the struggle between starting something new and not only adjusting to whether it be the flexibility of yoga, learning the breath work, changing your mindset, but opening yourself up to be received when you may not feel like you are being received, right? So let's talk about not only teaching a class. It's going to be sometimes where you teach a class and no one signs up, right? Or it's very slow to build your community, or you do all this work on your content and you're not getting likes on social media, right? So with all of that, if we go back to the bottom line of doing our best in the process and not necessarily attaching ourselves to the outcome, it would be a much more pleasant experience for us. So that is what I got from always do your best. At the end of the day, we can always accept what the outcome is if we know we did our best in the process. And yeah, that is to sum up the 4 agreements. Again, it's a very, very short read, even shorter listen to. You can probably get through it in 48 hours or so, if you have the time to just put it on Audible. Do me a favor, please, please, please don't delay reading these books, educating yourself. I say the word read and I use it very lightly. I do not want you to wait until you're able to buy the book, sit down and open it up. You can still have access to the knowledge and fit it in through Audible when you have time. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into my key takeaways. Key takeaway number 1, awareness of language. So we're learning the power of words. I know, like, I have friends. Make sure you have your tribe who can hold you accountable. I have friends that we are really, really intentional about not using the word broke. Sometimes I fall short of that and they constantly remind me, no, you're not broke. And I'm like, you're right, I'm not broke. I have been very intentional to stop using the word using the phrase I'm dead or I'm dying, because and you know, we say it in regards to laughing really hard, but now I just say I'm hollering. This was something that my sister brought to my attention, and that was an easy shift. The I'm broke part I tend to struggle with, but I'm so appreciative of my tribe reminding me that we're not doing that anymore. The next one is detachment from opinions. Learning not to take things personal can liberate us emotionally. We recognize other people's actions and opinions come from their experiences and their beliefs, which may not always align with ours. We don't go through what everybody else go through, and everybody else doesn't go through what we go through. So a lot of times their opinions aren't necessarily personal to us, but more or less personal to them. Open communication. The importance of clear communication, avoiding assumptions, become evident in our interactions. Asking questions and seeking understanding can prevent misunderstandings and enhance connections, right? So we're definitely going to ask questions. We're not going to assume things about people, and we're going to be open to people asking us questions so that we can be clear on who we are and our beliefs and how we move as well. Letting go of perfection. Now, do your best and let the results be what they're going to be. It is not our job to critique. It is our job to create, right? So that's what we're going to focus on. Personal responsibility. The book overall teaches personal freedom and transformations in regards to a mindset shift and living a more high vibrational life. So I hope this helped you. I hope this intrigued you to want to read this book. If you can't read it, again, tap into Audible. But until next time, wait. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, comment on a book that you may want me to do a review on below. Until next time, love yourself, protect your energy, deal with life's bullshit with grace and gratitude. Love you.